escape, and he goes down. Adrian Claiborne. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9.
Let's go.
Second down, Bridgewater. He's got time. Going for the deep ball. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's third. Here's the offense, and when you talk about this offense, you certainly have to talk about all-day AP, Adrian Peterson.
Does not shy away from contact. Also has the speed to go the distance. It's the rare combination that you get from one of the great runners of all time in the NFL. 2,000 yards every year is the goal. I never bet against him.
Bridgewater off the play fake to McKinnon. He's got time in the pocket. And a shot taken on third down, unsuccessful. Fourth down now.
Well, they certainly didn't waste any time throwing some deep passes here. But the defense, it wasn't unexpected. They told their secondary, be ready. You're going to be tested all night by this team.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Officially, that'll go as a 52-yard punt. Not too shabby. And out will come the offense as they take over. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got to a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner, and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Call it a gain of 4, but not enough. The punt team going to need to be summoned here on fourth down. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. And the Vikings now heading onto the field. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go. That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
They come up in an offset eye. A first carry now for Adrian Peterson. 1 yard officially on the pickup, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 11. The starting defense for the Falcons.
Vic Beasley's a very talented outside linebacker whose number one task, rush the passer. But he has the athletic ability to drop into coverage.
Third down now following the run. Play clock winding down.
Let's go.
And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. So they'll say no to the 50-yard field goal try. Instead, the offense out there, they're going for it.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. Now Bridgewater on 4th down. Incomplete. Right side, the tight end Rudolph. Mike Zimmer got to be unhappy with how that turned out. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but a guy carrying.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the down the numbers. There he goes. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football, as we'll see one following the score on the final play before break. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And here now come the Falcons. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
Every time I think about Devontae Freeman and I see him play, I always just focus on how hard he plays. Doesn't matter whether he's carrying the ball, doesn't matter whether he's blocking, catching it, it does not matter. Devontae Freeman plays with aggression and plays with enthusiasm.
And to go over 1,000 yards while having a guy in the backfield that you're sharing carries with, that's impressive.
Yeah, you're talking about Tevin Coleman, and both of them can shred defenses. Coleman may be a little bit better at going the distance with a carry, but Devontae Freeman, he knows how to break people down. That outside handoff to the left, that play has to warm the heart of an offensive line coach because they controlled the left side where they were supposed to. But they didn't allow anything to leak from the backside on the right side of the offensive line either. Well played.
Yeah, and it created a big run. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
Whenever we meet with coaches and they always talk about wanting to establish running the football, it's oftentimes with a good tight end who can control the line of scrimmage and the point of attack, and they're becoming harder to find because the colleges are giving us a whole lot of receiving tight ends, former wide receivers who can run, not necessarily block very well. In this case, though, we saw 2 tight ends on the field, both of them with the ability to block, and they ran the ball successfully behind that power set. In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
On second down, Freeman. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Ryan. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Captain Mutterland. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out comes Minnesota. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line.
When I watch plays like that, I give a lot of thanks that my DNA did not make me an offensive tackle, because that is a very difficult job, to hold your block against a really good defensive end and hang on to it so your runner can get to the edge and do it without holding. I don't know that that's really possible for very many people.
Bridgewater from his end zone on 3rd down. And right with it here over the middle. And he's out of bounds up past the 15-yard line. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a first down as well. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side.
I'll give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Let's go. Wide Eddie. Hey.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Evades the tackler, and now some space. He's at the 50, the 30, 10, 5. And he cuts it right into space. Touchdown, Vikings. Adrian Peterson, 82 yards. And the Vikings have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. There's an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness to it? Just getting there and taking off and going. For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
Forbath to send it away now following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half. Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. Calling a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game. And I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run.
And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And, Charles, a couple extra defensive backs in here on 3rd and 1.
Not expecting them to run it at all.
Freeman again. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know, the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
On 1st down, Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones.
I still remember the first time I saw Julio Jones play in college, and then I got it confirmed at the NFL Combine. He is like an unbelievable thoroughbred coming out of the gates. I mean, his ability to accelerate and take him the distance and play with such physicality downfield, one of the best receivers.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And it took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Back to the air, Ryan after the pick six. And, oh, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Ryan. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, second down. 10 yards still left on second down. Second and 10 now. Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
When a ball's tipped in the air and falls incomplete, sometimes it's almost insignificant. But not in this game because 3 interceptions have already been thrown. So when this one got tipped in the air, you just had to wonder, could this be the 4th? Instead, it falls incomplete, and the guys on offense breathe a sigh of relief.
It's caught. Jones. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. That's on target, but it's no good. He had it on line, but it came up just shy of the crossbar. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Let's go. Wait, let's go.
Bridgewater gives to his fullback line. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
Well, after that pickup of a first down, I think some of the defensive guys are going to be looking over their coordinator and saying that was not in the scouting report. That went against every tendency most teams have. You don't usually hand the ball to your big guy in that situation. Sometimes you catch them by surprise.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground. And they're going to go soft on the corners. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
On 2nd down, Peterson. The ball comes out. And the Falcons grab it. Often on fumbles, fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On second down, Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. 23 yards on the play. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
So second and 10 here.
I know exactly why I tried to throw the ball to Julio Jones there. He's never considered cover. He's either too fast or too strong. You always try and get it to him.
Especially on those deep passes. Here's Schaub. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target. And it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Now Schaub. He completes it to Jones. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His second touchdown of the night. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out comes Minnesota. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over. The other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up second and 5.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick. He's been decisive. And he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. And now they're in the hurry up.
Let's go. Wide 80.
Bridgewater. And he's got Kyle Rudolph. A big play for the Vikings on third down. 42 yards.
Coaches really don't care from what position they get this, but run after the catch ability, rack ability, is often the difference between winning and losing and changing field position.
Bridgewater gives to his tailback, Peterson. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Now that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up second and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. They go with a fullback line. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
On third and 1, it seems natural to just turn and hand it to the biggest guy you have in the backfield. But usually, he's not the primary runner. So for the defense, they're often keying on the running back because he's the guy who gets the ball more often, and the fullback is the blocker. When he ends up carrying the football, that's a heck of a tendency breaker, and now you're just trying to jump on his back and hold on.
They hand off to their big tight end. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jerick McKinnon. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock.
Back now at beautiful new U.S. Bank Stadium. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. They run once more with McKinnon. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stuffed them for almost no gain.
And Forbath will put this one through, and that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So a big one there as that gives them a little cushion.
And you know, here in the 4th quarter, the fact that they were able to bleed some time off the clock and put points on the board, even if it's only 3, that could turn out to be the drive that ultimately wins them the game.
And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And the Falcons now making their way back out onto the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. And they're going to speed things up here.
And that run was what a lot of people call an explosive run. Gave them good yardage, solid yardage. They feel good about the whole thing, and they did it behind a 2 tight end set. It's always interesting to watch what offenses want to do with the 2 tight ends. Sometimes they line them up together for a power set. Sometimes they put one on each side of the line of scrimmage to balance things out. No matter what, though, when you see 2 tight ends on the field, your first thought is to think run. In this case, the offense was able to run successfully.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. 3rd and long, it's Ryan. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And to the 43, so down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And last time they were able to churn some clock. They got the field goal, added on to their lead. But that was a drive that was so long, it should have ended in a touchdown. You know that's how they felt.
And we'll both be headed to the airport after the game, but we probably should go to a post-game press conference because someone's going to ask the head coach about this drive, and he's going to profess that he was happy to get points, and we know that's not true. Okay, after this type of a drive, not getting a touchdown, a huge disappointment.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. They'll need to get the play off quickly. They pitch it out to Peterson. And he's got room. And he doesn't quite make it. They do stop him, but he gets it all the way down to the 1.
Now, that was a big run. It takes them all the way down to the 1-yard line, and that'll shake the confidence of any defense. So when they're looking for a little bit of support now, looking at their defensive coordinator, if I'm him, I dial up some pressure. I just go after him because otherwise you're still playing back on your heels, and that's not going to help you.
Now he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Go ahead, quit, bitch. Garbage ass.